Daily Scratch Red Wings Report, presented by 5v5hockey.com.
The Red Wings just blew a 4-1 lead to the Buffalo Sabres. Again, the Buffalo friggin' Sabres. And lost in overtime, 5-4. This team is comedy. It's absolute comedy. And everybody that's coming in here, Buschy's going to talk some sense. It'll be okay. You know what? No. I'm not having it. It's unbelievable that you can watch a team have such a Jekyll and Hyde. I've probably had a few videos named Jekyll and Hyde already. I should probably do it with this one too. This team is incapable of just finishing a game. Incapable of it. I feel like a Steve Dangle rant coming here. But what is it with these guys where if the best players aren't scoring or doing anything, no one else does anything, and then when you look at the end of the day, today, all the best players are the ones that cost us the game. The guys on the back end right now, horrible. Just absolutely horrible. Mo Seider had a couple assists. Good for you. But cost us like 3 goals. The shorthanded goal to tie the game. I don't know what you're doing out there. Fumbling the puck. There's a few times that happened. And it's not the first time it's happened this year. Multiple times on the power play, the Red Wings have given up a shorthanded goal, a breakaway, a 2-on-1, and it's all just stupidity. Simon Edvinsson, I am not paying you $9 million a year for 8 years if this is what you are. He has been not good this year. And I know the pair together, advanced stats, throw him out the window. I'm looking at the eye test. He was terrible today. Absolutely crap. Can't stick handle. I mean, stupid penalties. Just a cement head right now. And he's a big, lanky, tall dude that isn't skating well, falling all over himself. And I'm not paying you if you're going to do that. You better step it up because he's supposed to be the guy that's supposed to help out a guy like Mo Seider. And they both let the team down today. You know, young guys like Sandin Pellikka, Danielson, Kasper, Finney. Like, we can't rely on them because they're rookies. And, I mean, Kasper's going through a slump right now. He's not doing that. Whole line was ineffective. What do you want, Mason Appleton to score? He's not going to do nothing. Rasmussen, Kopp and Comfer were on the power play at the end of the game, the second unit. That's a thing again. That's great. These guys have absolutely nothing left. Or if they ever had anything, haven't seen that. John Gibson can't make a save. I mean, the breakaway, he just stood there. Got frozen on that one. You know, then we're looking at, again, Simon Edvinsson. The one where Tage Thompson, who's like 6'6", is coming in, and Edvinsson points to Alex DeBrincat like, get him. And then, as Alex DeBrincat, who's 5'6", tries to go and get this behemoth, Simon Edvinsson, who is also 6'6", just stands there and watches him score. John Gibson forgets how to poke check. It's like it's scripted. That 4-1 lead, I was watching that power play where it was like it could have been 5-1 if they scored, and I went, well, I've seen this movie before. It's happened time and time again. The same group of guys, and I'm getting to the point where it's just so frustrating to be like, hey, can we just finish a game? It's 4-1 against Buffalo. That should be a tap-in, 2 points. And it never is. It just never is. Remember that Sharks game years ago? I mean, hey, we got the point. Yeah, great. I mean, even that. I forget even who it was that got absolutely bullied off the puck on the OT goal. That was actually hilarious. What else can you do other than getting pissed off, but just laugh? Because it's like, when is this going to change? McClellan already said it. Guys, it's been going on forever. When is it going to change? It has to be now. It just isn't. And the team is Jekyll and Hyde. When they play well, they play well. The first few periods looked great, and then all of a sudden, not so much. I don't know what has to happen for these guys to just wake up. It starts at the top. You know, Dylan Larkin can't stick handle. I'm not comfortable with him when he has the puck on a power play. I don't feel comfortable when he has it on his stick going through the neutral zone. It's a 50-50 coin flip. What's he good at this year? Face-offs, great. Penalty killing, all right, that's fine. But man, the puck fumbling and things like that, you know, and then you're looking at a guy like Patrick Kane who's 37. You know, he's not going to go in there and muck it around. Like, he's going to be on the power play, and, like, that's kind of it. You know, the guy that I see working constantly is Alex DeBrincat. It's the only guy on the team that shows like he has any heart, any drive. You know, Lucas Raymond's not shooting the puck. I'm at a loss, really. Like, I don't know what needs to change, what needs to be shaken up. You can only change up the lines so much, but the DNA of the team is what it is. Like, what drastically needs to happen to like, kickstart these guys, because nothing right now is working. McClellan has come out and said, hey, we're looking at guys and we're reassessing. It's like, well, who's going to get shot out of a cannon first? Is someone going to get sat? Are we going to, like, what do we do? Can Yzerman do something and like make a move? That's not what he does. He doesn't panic. But man, I mean, it's been so long where it's like, something's got to give here. Like, this is so annoying that I have to keep talking and doing these YouTube videos after games like this. I don't want to do this. If this happened, if they were comfortably in a playoff spot, I'd be like, all right, shit happens. But these are the points that you need if you want to make a wild card spot, because that's probably what they would be competing for. And being in the position it is right now, the Atlantic Division and the Eastern Conference, there's like 11 teams with 4 points separating themselves. So, like, you need to pull away a little bit here. You lose 2 games, you're going to be at the bottom. You win 2 games, you're at the top. And it's going to be back and forth all year, and every point counts. And it's almost like they haven't learned that lesson over the past 3 years, where they barely miss the playoffs. And you look back at the games that they squandered against teams like back in Arizona, losing 2 games to those guys when they weren't good. The San Jose game, they were up 4-0 a few years ago and lost like 6-5 in overtime. It just blows my mind that this team, they just cannot figure it out. Whatever coach, if it's Blashill, Lund, McClellan, it keeps happening. And I know it's part of the NHL, but this happens so much to Detroit, it only feels like it's happening to us. And I'm just, like, as a fan, I've said this before, where I go, like, after games like this, my therapy is doing this and talking to you guys. And it's also, I'm going to go and look at some 2008 highlights. I'm going to go watch some Datsuk, Zetterberg. These guys knew what they were doing. And then when they had collapses or they had things happen, they'd pull back in and they'd boot rally and like figure it out. And I mean, just watching the Red Wings of new doesn't happen. And it's so frustrating. And I'll tell you, it was really tough for me not to F-bomb this whole video. I really wanted to, and I want to rant, and I want to rave, but like, the more I think about it, it's like, well, this is par for the course. Like, nothing's really happened. And when somebody goes running to the comments section going, you need to trade Larkin, we need to... Shut up. That's not the solution, okay? These guys have to pull it out of their butts and figure it out quick. And some of these young guys, yeah, they're going to have to kind of mature real quick. We're going to need Marco Kasper to figure it out, because he's a shell of what he was last year. Nate Danielson offensively, it's his 3rd NHL game. What do you expect? Axel Sandin-Pellikka, small guy, but, do I want to see ASP on the top power play? Yes, I do. I absolutely want him up there. I want Seider on that second pair at this point. I want a puck mover up there. I want someone that's shifty and can make plays, and that you can trust to like make the right play and not get screwed at the blue line twice a game, because that's what's happening with Mo right now. And I love Mo. I really do. But like, when that happens and you cost the game and you have an A on your jersey, it is not acceptable. So I don't know what you guys think of this loss. Moving on. Hey, we're going to play the Rangers at home. They're playing them at home. The Rangers can't score at home. It's probably going to happen, right? Classic Red Wings, they give up like 5 probably. I'm just bracing for that to happen, and I can't wait for the day that just isn't the thing anymore, where you go, nope, they're going to lock it down and they're going to do their thing and this is what their team is. It's just not right now. And that's all I got to say about that.